Hey guys, Allison here. I want to talk today about managing anxiety. A lot of people struggle with anxiety today, and there's two ways that we can manage it. We can either try to take control of it ourselves within and do things that we can to manage the anxiety, or in a lot of cases, people kind of displace it onto other people, try to make them change, manipulate circumstances, and that's like a losing battle. You're just going to wind up getting even more anxious. And if that's describing you or somebody you know, you need to think about that because we can't always control the circumstances around us, people, places, the weather, right? We can't really control. We can influence other people, but we can't control them. When we seek to do that, it's because we're trying to reduce our own sense of anxiety, right? Anxiety is a very uncomfortable state. Nobody wants to be anxious all the time, and yet many people are. So how can we cope with anxiety effectively? Now, obviously, if it's extreme, there are medications available that you can evaluate. Of course, they may have side effects, but in extreme cases, they may be necessary. There are a lot of herbal remedies, there are supplements. You can look at diet. A lot of people don't realize the impact that diet has. Our serotonin is manufactured in the gut. So if you don't have good gut health and you're not eating properly, that's going to affect everything. Food additives also, food colorings, all of those things can contribute. So getting a cleaner diet, something like the Whole30 diet, is a really good place to start. It's like an elimination diet where you eliminate certain things that cause inflammation because that can also lead to anxiety, and then you can add them back in. So that's one thing that we want to look on the physiological level. The other thing we want to do is recognize that we need a break from our anxiety. So to set up distractions, maybe set up a game night with friends, watch something funny on TV, watch a nature documentary, because I love those, because you see how God is in control of nature and everything is really ordered in God's universe. Incorporate quiet time to pray, to meditate. Now, sometimes when we're really anxious, that's hard to do. Start at a minute at a time. More than anything is prayer, all right? To put yourself in the presence of God, ask for His help, and focus on His majesty, His glory. I always enjoyed just taking a walk on the beach, and you see the waves come in and the waves go out, and you see the birds doing their thing, and you see, nature. It's ordered, because I think a lot of our anxiety comes from information overload, constant things coming at us. We're overscheduled, we're overbooked. It can really, really work against us. But the main thing is to really focus on what you can control, and not trying to control other people or circumstances you really can't control. So I think that's really the key to sanity and to working more effectively with your anxiety. But again, prayer, recognize that God is in control. He has everything in His hand. If you need, like I said, if it's really extreme, talk to your therapist or doctor about try with a mild medication to start out with. But there are also, like I said, supplements that can be really helpful, ashwagandha, things like that seem to have a calming effect. That's not my area of expertise, but to work with a natural health practitioner can be really helpful, looking at your diet and things like that, because that is all really playing into it. But the main thing is, look at what you can do and can control, and don't waste your time trying to control other people. All right, and when you see somebody who is doing that, try to understand that they're just trying to reduce their anxiety. So they're going through these things to try to just make their anxiety go down. So we don't want to contribute more by, chastising them and stuff like that. So we want to speak calmly and allow them to kind of get over that and gently move them in the right direction. All right, so I hope you find that helpful. If you are struggling with anxiety, talking it out with somebody can be super helpful in therapy. So I recommend, there's a link below to catholictherapist.com. And what I love about my members at Catholic Therapists is that they bring in that faith perspective, which is so helpful ultimately for long-term sanity, calmness, and peace in our lives, all right? So we really want to be healed, and we want to be connected to that source of life, which is God, and that's what a Catholic therapist can help you to do. All right, if you've never been to therapy, there's a free ebook below this video, What Every Catholic Should Know Before Starting Therapy. Might take some of the fear out for you. So hope you find that helpful. Please share it with a friend. If you know somebody who's struggling, pray for them also. All right, because we all need those graces. We're living in difficult times, but together we can get through them. Hope you find it helpful. God bless you.